Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So, sister, it is okay if you don't want to look for the gift right away in the shit that you're currently in. So crazy. Literally 2 days ago, recorded a podcast, which you guys will probably get in the order that I recorded it, because I record these a week out, saying, hey, coming out of the pit. This pain I've been dealing with in my leg has probably been a little bit better, and emotionally I feel a bit better. And then yesterday was my birthday, 49th birthday. Horrible. I finally went to go get my leg checked because it's not getting better. And I knew what was going on. I knew it was a blood clot. You know, good stuff, bad stuff about having the training that I do as a chiropractor, where it's like, I know this shit, right? I know that's most likely what it was. And, but, you know, truth be told, I was kind of avoiding. I was kind of wanting, I'm like, no, blood clot, that's literally. So here's the MO for people who get blood clots. Overweight, over 60, smoker, history of cancer, history of heart disease, sedentary lifestyle, sit for long periods of time, don't exercise. None of that shit is me. None of that shit. So I'm like, it's a blood clot, but what? So I went and got it checked yesterday. I've been working very hard getting a masterclass together that I taught, How to Heal Your Marriage masterclass, and just about an hour and a half webinar. And I'm like, okay, I'll go get checked afterwards. And I waited 90 minutes at a walk-in clinic, and they went, yeah, you have to go to emergency right now. So I go to emergency, and they take blood work, and then I wait, and yay, what a great way to spend my birthday. I didn't even see my kids. And then my husband, we arranged to have a sitter come over, thankfully, so he can hang out with me, and ran the blood work, took a look, and he's like, yeah, it's probably a clot. And I'm like, I know. And, but what I didn't know about a blood clot, one, and then they shot, and then I had a couple injections in my stomach last night, which I don't give a fuck what they say, but that shit hurts. Because it's difficult to kind of explain this if, so a clot is bad. A blood clot, and it's in my, my right calf, my lower leg. A blood clot, what that means is that a blood clot, the danger in it is that a piece of it can break off and then travel up to your lungs, which we'll call a pulmonary embolism, or to your brain. Either way, it would be I'm done. And so, although that's not something that's happening, hopefully, or happened, they still need to, so the two injections I had were blood thinners. So when you have a blood clot, it's because, think of it this way, it's like the blood's sticky, right? And so the blood thinner, it thins the blood. They want to make sure that there's patency, meaning that the blood is actually flowing through, right? And not have it be stuck pieces that could clump off and break. And then, have that then go towards lungs or to heart. And so they checked the blood work, and they're like, yeah, most likely is we have to do an ultrasound. Ultrasound department's closed because it was later at night. And so we're going to give you these 2 shots. You need to come back in the morning. So I'm like, all right. They're like, just so you know, it's, you're going to be on blood thinners 3 to 6 months. The swelling will, it won't come down until then. And it's super fucking upsetting. It sucks. Sucks. And I am not someone who takes any drugs, let alone ones that have serious side effects. And I know some of you might be like, oh, it's just blood thinners, just that, but you don't understand. I don't live in this world. I'm 49, and I feel, up until yesterday, more powerful in all parts of my life, including my body, more fit than I've ever been in my life, more taking care of me, physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that, more aligned with me. And so this is kind of coming out of left field. And even the doc's like, it makes no sense you have this. I'm like, fucking no. But it is, right? And so, I've been on the other end of this too. So I've been on the end of like being there for my husband when he was, he still has Crohn's. Crohn's isn't really like going on remission, but his is not. It's autoimmune. And so when he was going through all the testing to figure stuff out, and he was sick and in and out of the hospital and in and out of emergency, and we had situations where the pain would get so intense. And my husband handles a lot of pain, like a lot. Very high pain tolerance. And where it would be like 11 o'clock at night, it's like worse. The pain was so intense, it'd be like a level 10, that he'd then have to get rushed to the hospital because our oldest was just an infant and I couldn't, leave Tyson. And so literally like ambulance comes to our house, takes him to the hospital, like awful shit. And then when he had emergency surgery and all the company, I've been used to being on that end of it. And it's interesting, like I put a post on Facebook, we're like, oh, this is the time you have to let people help you. But it's like, I don't have family around. I know that my husband, I love Ed deeply, is doing his best, but it's hard for him, I think. I know. I think it triggers and brings up a lot of stuff. Fuck. A lot of stuff that he went through when things were very intense. He still deals with daily pain, but it's different than the, hey, you have to go get most of your colon removed. And by the way, we hope you come out alive. Haha, good times, So it's been a while since it's been those types of things. However, I'm sure it's hard for him, right? And now it's not just having like one young baby. We got a 4.5 and a 7.5-year-old, and trying to explain things to the boys, and mommy's in the hospital on her birthday, and say, yep. It's basically I have to go to emergency, go to triage, and just like check myself in, because yeah, it's fucking serious. And so, although I've had really nice message of people on Facebook, and again, I don't think people really like, oh, I hope you feel better tomorrow. It's like, I don't think you really understand this works. Like, it's not how this works. And it also means that on these drugs, like, things are really restricted. There's a possibility I can't train anymore. I can't box. And it's like I'm not dying tomorrow or anything, right? Like it's none of that kind of shit. And so, are there people that are worse off than me in this world? Of course. But it fucking sucks, sister. Like, it sucks. It sucks. And, I almost didn't want to record this podcast today, but I got podcasts I need to catch up on and send out to you. Like, it's important to me, and quite honestly, it helps me to kind of talk this through. Because I know there's something in this for you. I literally hit that record button when I feel moved. There's times like today, I'm like, I got 3 more episodes, I got these ready and send to my podcast guy, Evan, to send, but I feel compelled to share these things, because I know there's something in it for you, and I don't always know what that is. I don't have these podcasts all figured out when I hit the record button. I've been doing this long enough and have learned to listen to the voice enough that I just simply trust and follow. I just trust and follow. And maybe that's the biggest lesson in this whole experience, right? People want to so quickly go to the point of like, oh, it's going to be, I got pissed at my husband yesterday. I got pissed at him. He's like, it's going to be okay. And I'm like, it's not fucking okay. No, it's not okay. I wasn't ready to hear that shit yet. I'm just not, because it didn't feel like that. It just feels like shit. And again, this is not to throw my husband under the bus. He's an incredible husband. He's an amazing father. He's a good man. But I'm not ready to go there right now. And I have to go back to the hospital today. The boys were all upset because we didn't celebrate Mommy's birthday yesterday. So we're like, oh, we'll do the cake and the ice cream tomorrow. I'm like, okay, good. And then now today, because I can't get into ultrasound until later, They can't schedule me until later because that's the next step of this. And then I'll sit down and they'll go through results and what, evil fucking drugs I'm going to be on for a while. I will not be home tonight because it'll be the 3 to 4 hour wait again, plus. So I'm not ready to hear it's going to be fucking okay. I can say the words like, I'm just going to trust everything. But like, quite honestly, like it's not my truth right now. It's not my truth. I don't want and the recording just got interfered with. Yeah, so like, I'm not in a place to be okay with this right now. I don't want to trust and surrender. When the reality is I feel betrayed, uncertain. Don't feel powerful. Feel powerless. Feel helpless. And again, it's crazy, right? Because as I'm sharing this, I'm like, fuck, Karen, there's like people that are way off, like worse, and like all that kind of stuff, right? And this isn't about me being the martyr. It's like, it's none of that shit. It's funny, people's comments are kind of like, just let people help you. I'm like, it's not about that. Not at all. It's not at all. And by the way, like, people, like, I appreciate the Facebook love, but like, you all are not fucking here. Like, I'm not going to keep fucking just putting my kids with a babysitter when it's affecting them. And listen, this is not me being a martyr. I know, because I've been that before. This is not what this is right now. It's just like a reality of like, who's going to be there for the kids? I need to pick up the kids, and it's like already disappointing in them enough with all this shit. It sucks. So it's very raw right now. And so like, when you're in that place of rawness, this is the thing too, right? Unless you allow yourself to be in this space, which sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It doesn't feel good. You want to quickly move out of it. You'll want to. People will want to quickly move out of it because they'll be uncomfortable with your pain. They'll be uncomfortable with your truth, with your honesty in this whole experience. They'll be uncomfortable with it. Because so people are like, ha, or not ha, but like, oh, well, that's too bad, but I hope you had a good birthday today. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? No, there's not. As I just went to get a Starbucks, and I go into one of the local ones that know me there well, and because yesterday was my birthday, I went in because I have a Starbucks app, and I go to bring up the app, and I'm like, oh, I guess I got a free drink on my birthday. They're like, oh, cool, happy birthday, So I was kind of expecting that they were going to say like, hey, how was your birthday yesterday or something, right? Because that's just kind of how they have the Starbucks, and like, dude, they were going to get the truth. Like, not good, man. Not good. I'm like, how do I just like say not good without like freaking people out or like just start crying? Because I'm not ready to go to the gift yet. And unless, like, here's one thing I know for sure. The only way for me to find the lesson when I'm ready to fucking see it is to allow myself to be in this space. It's to not make it go away. I'm not adding to it. I'm just allowing myself to be in the experience. And so here's my more tip for you today is like, so there's two things that is either happening in your life right now. Either number one, you were in a space like me at some point in your life. It could be with your marriage, with your kids, with your body, or with your business, or financially, or spiritually. We're just like, you just feel fucking, bankrupt in those spaces, in that space of your life, right? Like, fuck me. This sucks, okay? So either that, or somebody who's in this space right now, in some area of their life. So with the second piece of this, if it's somebody who's in this space in the area of their life right now, just sit with them. Don't try to fix their shit. Don't try to make it go away. And don't tell them it's okay. Like, just be with them. You don't have to take on their pain. It's not about saving people. It's about sitting next to them and giving them the gift of just being present and listening. And if it's you who's in this space right now, then you give yourself that same gift. You allow yourself to be in it. You just sit in it. It's not wallowing in your own misery. It's none of that shit. It's just allowing yourself to be in that space. And again, like, just being okay with the whole experience. And understanding that the lesson and what you're supposed to see and the gift in all this, it's only going to come up if you allow yourself to go deep in it. So go there. And believe me, like, I know how much it sucks. I really know that. And like, you will go through these experiences. And by the way, yeah, that's it. I was going to say journal, but fuck that. No journaling today. You will have these experiences at some point in your life, several times in your life. And so they're either going to build you up or they're going to tear you down. And it'll be up to you, sister, to decide where you're going to take that. It'll be up to you. Life is a blessing and a gift. It really is. Even in this space, you can see that if you choose. You can choose to not see it too. You can definitely, you can be in poor me and fuck me and why me for years. Some of you are. Or you can understand that this is where the lessons truly are, is in this space. And when you're ready, you will see them. So, sister, listen, the only thing I want you to do is share up this episode with one person that you know needs to hear this message today. Share it up with one person. I know if they're hearing this podcast for the first time, they might be like, whoa, fuck, man, that chick is like heavy. Okay. But there's somebody in your life right now that you know needs to hear this, and please share this episode with them. All right, sister, I will talk to the next episode. A Life of More is one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.